Hello everyone, I'm Adam and welcome back to the New Zealand backcountry. Today we're going to be journeying into the WAIOEKA conservation area in search of a nice campsite along the river. It's an absolute cracker of a day, and tonight I'm going to be cooking some delicious food, finding a place to camp and hopefully going for a little evening hunt. Even though I don't have a gun, I'm just going to go look. Yeah, I think we're going to get into it because that drive took a bit longer than expected. That road was very dodgy, and it took like 3 hours instead of the 2 hours Google Maps told me. But yeah, so we just got to get into it. And it looks like we're following these yellow posts, which is nice and easy.
Oh, that water's so cold.
I think it's time for a bit of a smoke, eh? Tim Tams. How's this for a nutritional smoke, eh? Just crossed paths with a guy. He said he saw some deer, but he was hoping to get down to Nico Flat's hut, which is pretty much from the Koronga Forks hut. You just follow the river down, hoping to be camping along that river, but he said he couldn't get down because the river's too high, which might be a bit interesting. He said you might get a couple crossings in the wider section, which is where I hope to be camping, but if it doesn't work, the hut seems to be empty, he said, so we'll just stay there. So nice out here. So relaxing. Look at this country. Don't know how well you can see with the sun, but that's incredible. I've had to delayer. It's gotten really hot in the sun, this open bit, so down to the undies. Waterfall. Wow, and I didn't even see that. It's like a double waterfall. That's so cool. Well, I didn't even realise it, but coming up is the bridge, and after the bridge is the hut, so we're like pretty much there. Wow. Look at that. There's the hut just up there, so just away from the bridge, and it's actually got access down to the water. There's that sandy beach, so you could even just camp right next to the hut if I want to. Oh, this is nice. Look at that. Wow. Oh, wow. Righto, so time for the game plan. So I'm going to cook up lunch and then we're going to go explore down the river because it looks really open, and we'll see how far we can get. See if we can get close to where I want to go hunting, well, hunting tonight, and then see if it's viable to pitch a tent. Otherwise we'll just come back here because this place is really nice. Got the sun, not for long though, that is going to go soon, so I've got to soak it up while it lasts. But yeah, we'll just cook up some noodles here, and then yeah, we'll head on down that way where I'll probably at least be till later on tonight, and we can come back and go to bed if I want to stay in the hut, or we'll just pitch the tent, no problem. Okay, well, the sun's just left my little bench and it's just got really cold, so I'm gonna go for an explore. This might have to be it. It's exactly where I looked at on the map, and it is, well, pretty much exactly what I thought it was going to be. So I'll just like show you around. Look at this place. Flat, grassy. Feels so comfortable putting a tent on it. This tent here is the Kathmandu Landsan, and honestly I do not recommend it. It's a terrible tent, and it doesn't even come with a ground sheet, so I've got to bring one myself, which is lightweight, but like it's an extra thing to carry. And if you don't have it, it's fine, it does a trick. But if you're staying multiple nights in like a soggy area, the ground eventually, your tent becomes a lake from the ground up, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I've just bought my own ground mat. It is really lightweight, but for a two-person tent, it's not, you're not really fitting two people in there comfortably. But other than that, it's also just a pain to set up. I don't think it's going to be the most windproof either with this sort of structure. The best ones are those dome ones, but this one's maybe a bit more lightweight. But yeah, definitely wouldn't recommend purchasing this tent. See what I mean? This tent, it's absolutely tiny for a two-person tent. But that's pretty much camp set up, so now I'm going to get my gear together and head that way. I think that might be the end of the line. I mean, I could cross it. I might just cross to there. And then if I can't get past around that corner, that's it, done. Well, I think it's just too deep. I could cross, I'd get wet, and it's just freezing cold, and I'd have to cross it again at night time in the dark, which is just way too dodgy. So I'm playing it safe and heading back. I just thought I'd have a quiet poke through the bush on my way back, just in case there was just a deer sitting here listening to me, because sometimes they can hear you and then come closer. actually curious as to what it is. So now I'm sneaking my way through the bush, trying not to make too much noise, just in case there's one sitting here. I don't think so, but just in case. We're almost back at camp. I'm going to keep stalking that way, so hopefully I don't have to cross the river. Well, successfully crossed the last river. Unfortunately, no action on the deer. Oh, these are some rank looking feet. Desperately need to get my slippers on. Oh, these are gonna be good. So I've got my MacPack slippers. Just sitting down, munching on some chocolate. Cool bird. Yeah, sitting down, munching on some chocolate. Cooking up a hot chocolate. So peaceful. Tell you what, it's a hot chocolate. Woo. Now I haven't used this seasoning before, but the ingredients are salt, lemon, pepper, onion, more pepper, herbs, chili and garlic. So it's got a bit of everything. And well, we're going to grab the flakes, we're going to sprinkle it into the meat as it's cooking. I tell you what, it's smelling really good. Right, now I think it's time for the first flip. Oh wow. Oh yes. That should be the steak done. I'm going to let that rest for a little while and then we'll come back to it and have a feast. It's gotten a bit dark, so it might be a bit hard to see. Might have cooked it a bit too much, to be honest. I like my steak a bit rare, but that still tastes bloody incredible. Oh wow, that's got to be one of the best steaks I've ever had. It tastes incredible. Just remade some hot chocolate, bit of dessert before I go to bed. It's only 6 o'clock, but there's nothing else to do, so yeah. Okay, so bedtime, well 7 o'clock. I'm pretty tired, so I'm just going to go to bed. Also got to wake up pretty early tomorrow because I want to be at the car park as soon as possible. It's a 2.5, 3 hour drive home, and I just want to allow as much time as possible on that gravel road because it's so dodgy. Oh, Time for bed. Good morning, guys. It is about 6:30. I slept really good. Looks like it's a bit overcast. Well, there's some low fog over on those hills over there, but the sun's just starting to rise and we've got to pack up really quickly and get out of here as soon as possible. I've already packed up inside mostly. All that's left is the tent and breakfast. So yeah, I'm gonna go get some water. Even though I have gloves on, my hands are so cold. I was aiming to get out of here at 7 o'clock and it's 7 o'clock now, so for breakfast we're just going to have the freeze-dried porridge because it's fast and it's easy and it gets the job done. It looks like a perfectly good cup of coffee to me. A little bit empty, but we'll just top it up with a bit of water. There we go, there's our cup of coffee. Or a mochaccino even. Here we go. Okay, we're all ready to go. I'm just taking my coffee to go because I need to get out of here. Oh, it's gotta be cold. Whew. Oh, it gets a bit deep. Oh. Oh. Holy. That hurts. Instead of crossing the river again, my plan is to head up into the bush and cut off the river and just head straight for the bridge. I should be able to skirt the river and then turn into the bridge, bypass the hut, and hopefully not have to go into that water again, because oh my, it was cold. Here is where the two rivers meet, and just around the corner is the bridge, and just straight in front of me where that big dead log is, that's where the hut is. So we pretty much made it. I didn't even realise I walked straight underneath it. The bridge is up there, so perfect. We found it. I'm going to find somewhere to park up and have some noodles because I'm quite hungry. valley. Well, I'm looking forward to these noodles. Oh yeah. Okay, that's lunch all packed up. Well, lunch, smoko time. It's 9 o'clock, oh 10:20 actually, which is crazy late. Hope to be getting to the car park at about this time, but it's still about an hour of walking. Hopefully we can get that down as much as possible. See what I mean? Well, I'd say I'm booking it, but really I'm just shuffling. Now, this area that I'm in, if you're wondering, it's the WAIOEKA conservation area, and where I stayed last night was alongside the WAIOEKA river, which then joins up to the WAIOEKA gorge just a couple kilometers downriver, and then that is State Highway 2, which takes you from Portaki through to Gisborne. We're sort of just in the Gisborne side of the WAIOEKA gorge, just in the headwaters, and yeah, yes, absolutely scenic in here. Moanui Road car park. One final obstacle. There we go, I can see the car. Just got to cross this thing first. Well, we're at the car park, so that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this, be sure to subscribe, because I've got more of it coming when I can next get out, so I'm trying to do as often as possible. In the meantime, hit the like button so that YouTube recommends my videos to more people, and I can keep making this more often. So yeah, anyway, see you next time.